You should never come to Thailand during the wet season. Or you should always come because there's less crowds and it's the best time of year to come. Two opposing views. You hear both, you see videos tell you both. I'm going to actually give you a balanced view on both so you can make the best choice for you and give you some tips on how to avoid the wettest times of the year. For years, I always avoided coming to Thailand during the wet season. In this video, I will tell you the truth about the Thai wet season, but first, it is 7:05 in the morning. Let me show you outside and what it looks like. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit miserable to say the least, but here's the problem with these videos, including this one. A lot of it is down to luck. I've decided to voice over this next part because the audio was bad because water had got in the mic, but during this time, it's a lot about luck, fortune, and judgment. You can do a lot of planning and you'll see videos that completely contrast each other, some showing just this side of it, and then some others showing sunshine all the time. And like most things, the truth usually lies somewhere in between. And I'll get onto that in a second. But a lot of it is about luck, fortune, and judgment. For example, you could get 2 to 3 days of beautiful weather, sunshine, and no rain. Maybe even a week. But you could also get a week of rain. It's unusual to get a full-blown week where all it does is rain, but it does sometimes happen. And coming in the wet season, you need to be prepared for both. One little tip on this that I see always overlooked is people telling you in a blanket statement May to October is the wet season. And although that is true, different areas of Thailand have different wetter months. The easiest way to look this up and find it out, go online and just search for the region you're going to or the city you're going to, let's say Chiang Mai for instance, and you can look and see when the wettest month is. This is why I say it's part luck, part judgment, because you can plan your trip around sites like this and look at the least wet places and try and book there. There's no guarantee that it won't rain during that time, but if you play your cards right and get a bit lucky at the same time, you might just find that your trip is a lot drier and you get a lot more sunshine. Look at this. So it's just got a bit heavier again. I'm going to show you the beach quick. And my plan was to do this whole video outside, but I'm going to get back inside because, I mean, it's not the most pleasant thing to be out in. The audio is going to be shocking. So whilst the audio is messed up on this, I'm going to do another voiceover. It is largely down to luck or fortune. Generally, September and October are the wettest months, but that's not always the case. Some parts of Thailand will be wetter in November or August. The weather forecast almost always says rain, even when you're stood in the exact place and it says rain, it could be sunny with blue skies, so I never trust that. It's so unpredictable, but there's no guarantees. Bangkok has experienced less rain than it usually does this year for the most part, whilst Chiang Mai and the north of Thailand have experienced record floods, deaths, and a ridiculous amount of damage that's going to affect people for months, if not years. So I've spent the entire wet season in Thailand this year, apart from June. June's the only month that I wasn't here. And to be completely honest, I've got very, very lucky. It's had its downpours just like this now, but I've had a lot of very nice weather. Sometimes I've gone a week or a few days with just sunshine and blue skies, and then followed up by a few days of being a bit more miserable and a bit of rain. Most people will say that in the mornings the weather's better, and then in the evenings or afternoon, and then at night, overnight, it will rain the most. And whilst that's probably true, this is the morning. And most mornings are beautiful here, but it doesn't mean that that is just routine and you're guaranteed it. And that is the story of the wet season in Thailand, is nothing is guaranteed. That's some serious rain. This is the exact definition of tropical rain. Blah. Guys, I hope you found this video useful. And I also want to mention the fact that it is serious business and there is a lot of people that have been negatively affected, especially by this wet season. People have died and lost their lives, they've lost their homes. It can be bad, it's not to overlook it, but it's also not to be avoided, especially from a traveler's standpoint, where you can really choose where you're going and when you're going. For example, I've spent some time in Phuket, Koh Samui and Hua Hin during this wet season, and I've mainly managed to dodge the rain. It's rained a few days here and there, and just like you've seen in this video, it has had some serious downpours as well. But for the most part, I've had sunshine or at least nice weather. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you found this video useful, and I will catch you in the next one.